Okay, let's start the podcast.
Right.
Please stay. It's actually up. It's staying up. I think. I hope to God it stayed up. That's just not funny. Okay,
We're gonna get demonetized by Twitch.
Oh, it's all Ranga's fault.
You're welcome.
Alright. Welcome to the SLR SidePOD for episode number 14. We actually have a title this week, thanks to Ranga's suggestion of making my job so much harder for having to type out a title as well. This week, as you can see on the title, it's about SLR records. We will also be throwing in a mix of real-life F1 records that you may or may not have known. I don't actually have them prepared, but I will wing it during the session and we will do them. We will be finished by 10, as per Ranga's request, as we've got stuff to do. But yeah, we will get on with the podcast and hopefully it'll be a good one. Yeah, we are a bit late because Ranga, just blame Ranga for being a talkative person.
Blame a new person every week.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to blame everyone every week for no reason whatsoever. Wednesday race, of course, going on in the background. I will be, per Steve-O's request, making sure I do more talking about the fucking Wednesday race. Excuse my French, I'm already swearing, it's been a long day. Yeah. We're not monetized.
We'll get like a black mark or something.
Oh well.
It's called. 3 strikes and out.
It doesn't matter. We've had worse on the stream before.
Anyway,
we've had racist comments
tonight,
before.
Callum?
I was just about to get to that. It's just Clock saying how he hates Norwegians and shit like that.
I'm sure Gito agrees with me.
Alright, just this week on the podcast we have Steve-O back again. The actual idiot didn't come on last week, so we will actually have my co-host on this week. Of course, we have our... I hate you. Regulars of Ranga Rich, who's not actually called Ranga Rich.
That's a throwback, not that.
That's a throwback.
Those were the days.
And we have Clock.
Season,
Yeah, well, we have
true.
SLR Clock, even though he's not SLR Clock yet, because is he SLR Clock now, or not?
Is he hell? I'm not. I'm still Satya Clock.
You are an absolute idiot. How dare you not change your name to SLR?
You really are a disappointment.
letting the team down.
We've had those saying that Ham and Jam have not changed their names yet, so I'm quite pissed off about that. I'm not a league owner, I haven't changed it.
Yeah, but I mean, poor change from Pot, really. Disgusting behaviour.
I'm just saying no
You hate
comments,
to see it.
and I'll leave it there.
And because I got interrupted while introducing, we also have Owen, because Owen is lovely and actually joins the podcast every week.
Owen is lovely.
Owen is lovely.
Owen is lovely.
Lovely
Well, I
stuff.
keep- Lovely joke. Yeah, the track we're at this week
This is a bit weird now.
This is Sand's fault.
It's scared.
Weird.
Bit threatening.
Moving swiftly onwards.
Alright, let's not start this laughing fit again, like last week. Oh god, that was awful last week when I went into a laughing fit. Yeah. It's all Ranga's fault. I'm just saying it's Ranga's fault. It was about him, how we were laughing at. We didn't tell him why we were laughing, Clock.
Let's not get into that again.
No, let's not get into it. Alright, so, this week, like I said, we were talking about the records of SLR and real life. And I'm going to start us off the right way with a recent record that has just been broken by a real-life F1 driver. Kimi Räikkönen has done 83,847 something around the track. That is in, I think it's in kilometers. It doesn't actually say it, but I'm guessing it's in kilometers. So he's done that many kilometers during his time in F1, which has just recently broken Fernando Alonso's record of most kilometers driven. And yeah, that is 2 times around the circumference of the Earth, which is just incredible, for one. And two, if we actually look how many laps that is, that he had to do to accomplish that, that is 16,845 laps of F1 to, get that
It's
far
quite
on the
interesting
track.
to see how many tracks he's done.
That would be interesting, but unfortunately, that's not something they usually put up. I mean,
They should.
realistically, you could look at every season he's been in,
I'll find
count how
out
many,
for next week for you.
see how many races he did, and how many he actually, completed more than 5 laps in, or something like that, and then see how many tracks he actually did. That would be interesting. I wonder if that's a record. That would be quite funny. If that was its own record, how many tracks he's actually, raced at.
Yeah.
Because he's probably raced at basically every track since like the early 2000s. Because he's got the record for the most races. He hasn't got the record for the most races.
Not yet. I think he's supposed to do it this season though.
Yeah.
No, the most races is Barrichello.
Yeah, I believe he can.
Is it?
He can break
Yeah,
it.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rubens Barrichello has the record for most races. He has done 322 stars. Raikkonen is currently on 318, so he's soon gonna break it. Alonso is on 311, so he'll probably beat Barrichello next season. And depending on if Raikkonen retires or not, there's the possibility that Alonso will overtake him as well eventually.
Well, good to know we have our record master on the podcast tonight, because I wouldn't have had a fucking clue about that. So Clock, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Do you have any interesting records for us from SLR history?
There's so many interesting records. I think everything is interesting. Knowing me.
Everyone is to Clock.
Exactly. I was just about to tell you one there, but I then realized it's in the quiz, so I would ruin it for myself, which wouldn't be very good, would it? But I think a standout thing is that by this weekend, by China, I should say, we've now had 261 drivers who's done at least one race in SLR.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of drivers.
That is a lot of
There's only
drivers.
20 a division.
Still.
Oh, Lord.
We're 4 seasons and 4 races, 261 different drivers. I don't know what to make of
I think
that,
you mean
really.
5 seasons, mate.
4 seasons and 4 races.
What?
That's how much we've done. We
Yeah,
we
that's
haven't
how much we've
completed 5
completed.
seasons.
Right, yeah, okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you, yeah.
Exactly.
It's about to be
Put down there.
5.
So of those 261 drives a race, how many do you actually think have scored 100 points or more?
60.
I feel like this should be a Clock's quiz question.
But
Yeah.
18?
Yeah, probably
18?
I gotta praise Steve for that one. It's 61 people who scored over.
Is it?
100
Oh my
points.
lord.
So that is very,
Okay.
very impressive.
I was going to say it's probably going to be
But the fact
Oh, I
that
only went
200
18.
people has done races and not scored.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have a couple people who's done a few races, of course, but
Yeah.
the standout names would be people like Sprightly, who's done 35 races and not got up there yet, or
What about me?
Stepla-
How many races have I done compared to how many points I've got? I don't think I've ever reached 100
gonna
points.
find you here. You are in the 51st. You have 175 points and you've done 56 races. Actually,
you just won a
Callum,
championship.
I'm saying that you will do your 50th race this weekend in
I saw
Division
that
2.
in the racing. Yeah. I saw that in
So,
the racing before. I like that.
big milestone that. So expectations for you.
Oh, don't do
got
that.
lots
That's
of
not nice. Don't put expectations on me, because that means I have to finish it.
That will also equalize my total amount of Division 2 races, because I've done exactly 50 races in Division 2, so you'll be equal with me on that
Oh,
note.
you've done exactly.
Yeah, I ended up on exactly 50. That's the only reason I skipped
awesome.
Abu Dhabi last season. I wanted to finish on 50.
Yeah, that's the
So
only
how many
reason.
of the current drivers can do 70 this season?
Can do. That's an interesting question. Well, Scott has already
Yeah.
reached
Sorry,
it.
if you- if
He's
it's
the first
close.
one who done it. Wait, how many races? It's 18 to go, is it? Yeah, it's 22 on the calendar.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
18 to go. Yeah, I just need to think that. So that means that there is
Soon above them.
I will be too short.
Yeah, there is
I
a
will literally
couple-
be too short.
there is a couple people who can do it. Myself, I'm on 68, so I just need 2 races to go.
Yeah.
Hicklin on 67. He's only
Oh,
3
right.
races away. Stevo, you're on 66, so you're only 4 races away. There's a lot of people actually.
Oh, go on, Steve.
Crush is on 60 races. He's 10 off. He could complete this season. And Zach on 59. Nedclaw is on 57, so that's 2 more. And then we have SLR Gunnar as well. He's on 52, so he would literally have to do every single race that's left. And he will also reach 70 races. I think this is a.
Driving.
I think he is.
So all of you are on
I didn't
loads of
realise-
races, and then how many am I on?
Well,
25.
12.
our other members, Ranga and Rowan, then Ranga's on 43 races as the part-time has been through the
Oh, yeah,
years.
Ranga.
You're welcome.
League owner and only done 43. Oh my god.
That's only jumped up by 20 because of the lockdown.
Yeah.
He hasn't had any.
Oh, Ranga's getting slagged off.
He hasn't been able to go
Oh, there you are.
Sorry.
Oh, when you've done 17 races.
Big numbers.
That's quite good, actually.
I was surprised.
So actually, the question should have been who's gonna hit 80 this season. It's gonna be Scott, Clark, me,
Oh, yeah,
Ethan.
Scott might actually get.
Well, you get up to nearly 90, 88 if he does every race.
Yeah, exactly. Scott could reach 88. Which is,
So
I
yeah,
mean,
there's a few drivers gonna hit 80 over 80 races now.
yeah, not long to 100, which I would say is
Just
Yeah.
to put
Nice.
into perspective. Just to put into perspective of the Wednesday race, we started with 20 drivers. By the 15th lap, we were already down to 15. We've already lost 5 drivers since the beginning of the race. Damn.
Is there,
Is that
many
looking
overtakes?
promising for
How's
this
the
weekend, then?
overtakes? It's
What's
a very
that, sorry?
narrow track.
I have not seen an actual overtake since the beginning of the race. I've been looking at every close battle and I've not seen an actual overtake.
Yeah, 'cause that's my worry about this track. It's a bit tight.
The
Quality
problem
only.
is, I think there's only one DRS. Oh, there's 2 DRS, isn't it? There's only one. I've got myself confused here.
It's
No,
2.
no, there's 2.
There
There's
is
2
two.
DRS.
Yeah,
There's 2 DRS. Both of them are very short compared to other tracks, so people are gaining and then getting stuck behind a driver in a very narrow and technical part of the circuit, so they're stuck in dirty air trying to keep up going around corners in dirty air, of course, and it's a struggle. So yeah, I have a feeling we're
there's
not
a
going
lot
to see
of turns.
too many overtakes. Also, Gito, who used to be the 2 driver, is on the back of Cam and keeping up with him, also nearly overtaking him.
Speaking of Gito,
Go ahead.
he
Something about
actually
Sweden.
no, he actually did something that's Div 1 has completed twice in a row now. That he got broke the lap record for China. So now 2 weeks in a
He
row.
did that well, not him,
Did-
but it was... Who was it that did it in Australia? Was it Kevin? Broke that record.
Oh yeah, it was.
Australia.
But 2 of these 4 races, 3 lap records have been broken, but all of them have been by drivers from Div 1. So there's actually not been a single elite driver who's broken the lap record, because in Bahrain, the lap record from Season 1 still stands.
Shit, really? What's the lap record in Bahrain?
It's at 27.9.
How the hell did what? I'm sorry. How the hell is that still standing?
Well, it's you know, it's during the race, so you know, if someone doesn't put on the softs at the end.
Yeah, no, I remember the China one, because me and Gito pitted on the same lap for softs, and his fastest lap was 2 seconds clear of mine. It wasn't great.
He might have been using his ERS more effectively than you were, mate.
You didn't have one of your better days, did you, in China?
No, I struggled a
we
lot.
see-
To be fair, I had about 3 laps of practice early in the day, and that was it. So
Yeah,
I wasn't too...
I kind of saw that
I
one.
now have to
expecting
retract
much.
my previous statement. I have to retract my previous statement. I have now seen an overtake. Pretty
Oh,
lackluster
Who was it?
overtake.
who was it?
It was Midzi overtaking Jam. Older and
Callum Baggy says the game volume is quite loud. And he's
why
also
does it
asked...
always go back up?
He's also asked who is the constructor who's completed the most lead laps in F1
Oh, that's a good one.
since the start, and I don't know that from the top of my head, but I would say Baggy that it's Ferrari, since it's the only team who's been here since
I'll search
1950,
that up.
and
Yeah, I would back that as well.
I can't see how anyone could beat them, because they've been at the top for most of the years. They've won championships in most decades, apart from the 90s.
I think I remember seeing.
Actually, they won.
a thing about
Actually, they
that.
won in the 90s as well. I think they won in every decade. They won the constructors in 99.
Let's have a look. I would edge my bets on Ferrari.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if it isn't.
They haven't won it. They haven't won the constructors this decade we're in now, though. Because Red Bull and Mercedes have done it.
I mean, this decade is obviously Mercedes.
Well, and Red Bull for the first 40. First
I mean, this
2010,
decade,
2011, 2012,
this decade,
Well,
in this, you know,
13.
Steve, in this decade, just to be that guy, Red Bull's only won 1 race, so.
Well, okay, I'll
Oh, you're not. Well, no, okay, the last decade then. No, what do you I don't even call. No, what do you call it? The tenses. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, I
This
guess the
decade,
10s
isn't it?
really, isn't it?
2010 to
Oh yeah,
2019.
okay.
I can put into perspective how many laps there is a chance of them doing, because I know how many starts they've done. So, Ferrari has done 991 entries and started 997 times since 1950.
Yeah, they
McLaren-
will get. Just to add on that, they
McLaren's
will
on
do their.
873 and has only started 869, so they're about 100
Yeah.
away. So I'm guessing that's a lot more laps from Ferrari than there is, fucking
Yeah.
McLaren.
The thing is that Ferrari is going to do their 1,000th race in Mugello this season. It's
Yeah.
quite fitting that they get to do it in Italy. I think the race is even called like the Ferrari 1000 Grand Prix or something
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
it is called, isn't it? It's very going to be Ferrari-based, which, if the season's going, if it will continue as it is currently, it's not going to be a great celebration.
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're very happy with that as it is now, but
They're 5th in the championship at the minute, aren't they? Constructors.
I believe so.
But it's like proper close. I think it's something like Racing Point are on 63, McLaren are on 62, and Ferrari are on 61 or something like that. It's mad close.
Do you want to
It's-
know another interesting record that Ferrari still hold? Ferrari has done 997 race starts, like I said. They have had 84 1-2 finishes to Mercedes 54 1-2 finishes.
I'm not very surprised by
Which I
that,
find-
because obviously
Yeah,
these days the reliability is amazing.
yeah.
All the way up till the 90s, the reliability was not amazing. Ferrari was probably the first team to actually have a really reliable car in the when the Schumacher era started. Because that was actually the time when they started working on reliability and quality control and all that kind of stuff. At least that's what Ross Brawn said in his book. So I assume that is correct.
Yeah, Ferrari for constructors is mostly at the top of every chart. I'm just trying to have a look. They're not at the top of the chart with most podiums without a win. That's BAR with 15 podiums without a win.
That's not the record you want, though, is it? I think they're happy to leave that one to BAR.
Most races started without a podium. Can you guess who that is?
Well, that's Hulkenberg.
Clock, you might know it.
But
you
by a
meant
driver.
you meant in constructors.
No, it's constructor. I'm still doing constructors.
Okay. Most start without a podium.
They did 1985 to 2005. That's when they started to when they finished their team. Or got bought out. I can't remember.
Random, was it
That'd be something
Renault? I
like,
don't know.
something like Minardi or something.
Ding ding ding!
Oh, yeah,
Steve-O has
could
got
be,
it
yeah.
right. Minardi
Oh, there you go.
did 340 starts, with their best finish being 4th place.
Yeah, fun fact for that one. It was actually Webber finishing 4th in 2002 or 2003 in Australia, and he actually got to go. He actually got to go up on the podium and celebrate, even though he finished 4th, just because it was so amazing.
For Minardi.
By Minardi to be up there. So unlike like Caterham and those kind of cars, and everyone loved Minardi, didn't they? It was like everyone's favorite backmarker. They were always there.
Okay then. Who
That's
has
what I've heard, at least.
the most? Yeah. Okay then, Clock. Who has the most front row lockouts?
Mercedes.
Ding ding ding! Steve gets it again.
What's this? Is this
Obvious.
Callum's quiz? Is it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm having fun.
He's
just
taking
making,
over.
statistics.
Callum, we've got a follow-up question here from Baggy Fan, and he
Go on then.
wants to know which constructor is third on the list for most lead laps.
For most lead laps.
Williams. McLaren.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to. Did I say that earlier, or
was
do I have to go
second.
find that somehow?
It would
Oh,
be.
Mercedes. It's got Mercedes in it.
Have they led more laps than Williams?
I don't know.
Probably have. Yeah, I mean,
They
the
probably have,
dominations.
because
They
the
probably,
domination.
domination since 2014. It has been ridiculous. Then Williams never had
that's,
that kind of. They had it like from '92 or '93.
I'm trying to have a look now.
Both those seasons. 97, but haven't had it that often. When the Jones win, it was 1980.
Fuck no! You're putting me on a spot here. I'm trying to find it.
I've not
Just
put you
go through
anywhere.
your search history.
Blame Baggy.
Damn you, Baggy!
You put Callum in a hard, tough spot.
Because I don't actually have. That's not a record that's been listed. But Williams is third on most starts, behind McLaren and Ferrari, just above Lotus actually. With Sauber in 4th. They have the second most consecutive starts with 441. Oh shit! I can't. Where the fuck am I gonna find laps? How many laps they've led? No, I'm gonna fucking search this because now I feel bad. Clock in just fucking entertain people. Leave me alone. I was trying to entertain people.
That's a really nice command. Entertain
anyone
people.
got a little jingle that they
very
fancy?
It's
Maybe like a little
Baggy
elevator
actually
tune.
knows the answer. He says it's Williams, Callum.
He already knows the answer. Thanks. I literally just fucking found it.
That's savage.
I
Gotta say,
really.
Baggy is amazing. He puts you in a tough spot and he puts the answer out right like 5 seconds before you get it.
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh god, that is rough. Just for that.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. Oh shit.
Well, Baggy, don't open the door if someone knocks on it tonight.
Give me a second, lads.
I love that they actually put. I'm looking at record. They actually put the lowest Grand Prix attendance, and they've put every race from 2020 saying 0 people attended, which is obviously true, but it's like.
I got a good record that I saw a video on Hamilton of
Sorry about lads, I'm back.
the
I
most
just had to quick check
the most
something.
wins at a different circuit. I think it's something like 26 different circuits.
Alright.
Also,
I think that's an astounding.
So he's won at
astounding
26
record.
different circuits.
Different circuits, yeah. And that is
Pretty
also,
impressive.
can I just say Baggy was wrong?
Oof.
Was
It
it?
was actually Ferrari who's led the most number of laps.
No, but he said 3rd place.
Williams
third.
has led the most consecutive amount of laps.
Well, that
That's
is not what
led
he asked
the
for,
most-
though.
Exactly. That's what he said, though. By actual number of laps led, it's Ferrari with 15,124. McLaren is second,
Didn't Baggy say that
and
Williams
Williams
was
is
third?
third.
Yeah, Baggy
I
said
don't know.
Williams. He said.
Well,
Callum
you
has
said
lost his brain.
first. You said Williams. You have confused me, you bastard.
Sack the man in
Okay.
charge.
Leave me alone. It's been a long day. All right. Clock. Back to you with the
Yes.
SLR records. Let's have a very serious record then. Let's have something that is interesting yet very informative. I don't know what the hell you're going to choose, but you're going to have to think of something. You put me on the spot.
Well, first
You
of all,
could have not
Callum,
read out his request.
I can tell you that you should aim to retire this weekend, because that would put you equal with Steve on most retirements.
Oh
I'm gonna
dear.
kill you.
Ooh.
I'm never retiring again. Leave me alone.
Wait, has Steve got the most retirements in the entire
No,
league?
he's one of Bob still, I think.
Yeah.
Come on, Steve.
Am I
you
still
can
one?
do
Yeah,
this.
but compare it to how many races I've started. But actually, I was going to say who's
Probably more than
started the most, who's done the most races without a podium in SLR.
You.
Yeah, I wonder
That'd
who
be
that
an
would
easy
be.
one.
You know, I don't want everything, because that would take me way too long. If I could have a qualified guest, though, well, it's you, of course. How am I not?
It's got to be on it.
It probably is.
No, it is.
Hey,
It's gotta be
Scott has
Steve.
got
It's
66
obviously
starts.
Steve. Yeah, Scott has even
6
won.
starts
race.
and no podium. Yeah. Hicklin's got podiums, hasn't he?
Wait, Scott's never won a race.
Yeah, that's what I
He
won
was.
Baku
He won
losses,
Baku.
I think.
Baku.
Did he?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
swear he could have won.
Yeah, he did,
I thought
yeah.
he didn't win
Where-
a race. I swear he won.
No, so he never got a podium. He did get a podium, is what I meant to say.
Well, yeah, he won.
He's got a
I
podium.
didn't know if he'd won though.
He's had a fair few podiums, hasn't he?
So who's actually
Yeah.
started the most real life F1 races without a podium?
Oh God.
Oh,
That's
it'll be-
Hulkenberg.
yeah, is it Hulkenberg?
That would be Hulkenberg.
Yeah,
wouldn't
it is
So,
Hulkenberg.
I'm the SLR Hulkenberg then. Okay. I'll
Yeah,
take that.
exactly. Well, I mean, Hulkenberg is regarded as a pretty good driver, so that's good for you, Steve. Then, yes.
Go on,
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah,
worse.
that-
Yeah, go on, Steve.
The Hulkenberg
I'm gonna get to
of SLR.
100. I'm gonna get a podium on my 100th 100th race for SLR.
Imagine,
decided now.
imagine the story. Imagine if you actually got that. It would be
Steve
amazing.
100. I think there should
Yeah.
just be the separate title. But like when we had F1
That'd be like
1000.
towards the end of season 6.
Probably
That's
deserves
what
its
we're going
own. It probably deserves its own race report.
Yeah.
Just gonna write a blog on the history of Steve-O in SLR. Write about the sad race in Russia and
It's the biggest heartbreak in history.
it is. It really is.
Absolute pandemonium in the party ensued when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was I think it was league-wide pandemonium, Steve.
It was. I think that's when everyone gave up. Then
Yeah.
I think everyone gave up. The fans started leaving. Then I think that was it was like everyone was like everyone leaves when you're too many far down. It was
We
just-
always love you, mate.
The fans are still there.
Wow. It's always this week.
Give me a second. I'm still looking for this most podiums without a finish. Without a
But I have
most starts without a podium.
I haven't had it. It's Hulkenberg. He's done
Yeah, I don't think we need to.
178
I'm pretty
starts.
sure they've made quite big note of that as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
In the past.
He's done.
Well, he's
he's
actually
done.
he's actually had the most starts though, like over the 50 odd years. Do you know what I mean? There isn't anyone
Yeah,
else.
probably had the most stuff without a podium. Yeah, he was in it for quite
He's
a while.
had the most starts without a podium. Yes, Hulkenberg has the record.
right.
He's done 178 starts. Second place is Sutil. He's done 128 starts.
Yep, no.
What'd be
Also,
quite a
Marcus
good,
Ericsson is
interesting-
actually sixth on that list. Just to have some Swedish connections here. Though that's not a very
Nice.
proud stat, but it's
I
still
had a
Swede.
list.
No one asked.
I went
about
to
Sweden.
I went to the very first race report of Australia season 1, and I tried to find out how
Oh my
many
God.
drivers
What
raced
goated race
in
report?
Australia season 1 that was still in the league now.
Oh, that's good.
And
Yeah.
I can't find it now, which is really sad. But it was quite interesting.
Yeah.
There wasn't many.
No, it wouldn't be. Well, you
There's only
think
No,
about
there won't be
60,
very many.
10.
80 drivers there.
Oh, here we go. I found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it was exactly 10.
I mean, it would be a
Unless there was
Bell
people
winning
that
in
changed their
Division
game
2.
tags, so I didn't know. But
Yeah, there'll be a couple that have changed the game tags probably.
Is that
Um,
is that on all the 3 divisions? Is it? Which obviously
Yeah.
is 4 now, but that's so it's 10.
the
10 people.
people that I got were Stepladder Bob and Evoker in Div 1 at the time.
Stepladder Bob's no longer racing, I don't think.
Isn't he a reserve still? I thought it was
No,
a reserve.
he's-
No, we
He's
got rid
been
of him
given
if I
the
remember
boot.
rightly.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
he was there when I did it. He was still in the league.
Yeah.
I think he was still in the full-time seat. But Div 2 was Ranga, Clock, Callum, Gary and
Yep.
Scott.
Wasn't McFeet? Oh, McFeet isn't racing anymore, is he?
No.
I'm going to
also
say
did
Div
the race
3.
though.
Div 3 must be me
was
and Ned, isn't it?
JH,
It's only me and...
Ned, Claw and
Oh,
Steve.
JH. Wow, JH. Yeah, cool.
I think you're forgetting. Did Being Emotional and Scott not race?
Yeah,
yeah,
he's-
he
they
said-
were in Div
too.
2.
I love that Steve qualified last as well. And he retired.
Something
Guess
is
where
never
it's-
changed.
Yeah, I was
It's
going to
just-
say, guess where
it's just
guess
a
where I
brilliant
finished.
You did
Yeah, that was
Qualified
my
last
first.
to retire.
My first ever. Yeah. And look where I finished on. Not last week because I didn't race, but the week before I finished last then.
So you
So it hasn't got any better.
You started off finishing last and crashing out in Div 3, and 5 seasons on, where are you now? Stephen?
Yeah. I've had a total of
Jokes.
3 races, 2 retirements, and 1 15th place. So yeah,
Hey, good start.
it's
Good start.
definitely not getting better. It's definitely not getting better.
Pretty similar to what I've done, to be fair. I've had a DNF and 11th and 17th.
Oh, it's
I
time
had
to practice
two
though.
DNFs, and a couple. I think I've had an 8th and a 7th because I think I've got 7th instead of 8th after penalties this week. If I remember correctly.
But you know,
Now
Steve,
I'm
if you
just
want to get
silent.
happy, you can always go into the Hall of Fame and press the Championships tab.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, one's my
At least
name.
you've got a
to
championship
Everyone
team.
help me. Yeah.
That's what. That's
Nah.
what
I
I'm
ha-
aiming for this
No,
season.
no,
but
don't do
that's
yourself like that.
the top of the
You carried
constructors
them.
at the minute.
You
I
carried
think
them.
I
heard
He'll go.
Steve-O.
Well, no,
He-
I was like the mascot. just the man was.
Well, I mean,
that was all
that's-
I was.
That's one more trophy than Ranga had. So
There you go. There we go. Exactly.
Yeah, I have 2. I just realised because I got drivers and constructors
Yeah.
that season.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yep,
so
you did.
Crap, yeah. Forget Callum's won the drivers. No offense.
it's fine. Sometimes I forget.
Yeah,
I mean, it
that's
wasn't.
what happens
It
when you
was
get a
in
Div 2
season
driver
2
in Div
though.
3.
It was in season 2 though, which is probably the most forgettable season we've had
Yeah.
since it was a shorter one.
Yikes, no
It's
offense
most
to Callum.
forgetful to Ranga because he did 1 race in season 2.
No,
Oh my
Not
God.
this again.
I think it's
Well,
valid.
yeah,
though.
we've already been over what he was doing. in season
We
2,
won't,
so
we
we
won't
don't need
talk
to
about
again.
why.
We're not
no,
going to tell. We're not going to say
no,
why.
Let's not talk about why for like the 15th podcast episode running. Even though we've only had like
Why is it
11
again?
episodes.
Can't quite remember.
Oh, shut up, Owen.
Everyone already knows. Everyone already knows. It's fine.
It's one of his best. No,
Nah.
I'm not going to go there.
Shut up.
All right, let's continue with the records if we can. All
We
right,
have
clock. Yes.
Yes.
Who has the most wins in SLR?
I think you all know that. That's a very
Presto Evans,
easy
it's gotta be.
question. It's Presto. He's
still
got
got most
16
points,
wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
How many's Jan?
Yeah,
got?
he has.
He's got to be pushing on for that now, hasn't he?
He's on 11.
11, yeah. So
Is that it? No offense, I thought he'd have more than that.
Yeah, I also thought.
But
he
then
did
I'm
well.
on.
He's only
I'm on
had.
8.
Has he had 1 this season? And he?
Yeah, he won in Vietnam.
And
Who's
then-
I think I
who
have
else
6.
is?
So I don't think
Who else is,
neither of them had a win in season 3, did they? They
Is
only
Jam the
raced about
closest
2 races.
challenger to Presto?
Yes, he's on 11. Presto's on 16. Then is Podium
He'll
on
probably
10,
beat
but he's
that.
not here anymore. Relic is on 9. He is not here anymore. Then it's myself, Freeman, and JH on 8. I doubt. any of us
Freeman's
will
got
get-
8.
Yeah, I doubt any of us will get 9 wins this season though, so we're not really challenged.
You
for
never
him.
know.
Hey,
Well,
I might come out and be like the biggest, like the
You know, I'm
fastest
winning.
person in
Don't,
Div 2
don't
and
you
win.
realise I'm winning the remaining 18 races?
I'm also winning the remaining 18 races.
Well-
lad.
That's putting how high expectations on yourself now, I think.
Well, like last week, you said you've got to be.
Honestly,
confident.
if I score a
I think
point
you're
this
gonna win.
season, I'll be happy.
But in terms
Yes,
of the
yeah.
points, though, this is a very important thing to me, is that Presto is on 805 points and I am on 692.
Not
Quite
too
odd.
far off.
So I am not
Yeah,
too
no,
far away from becoming the most successful driver in history in terms of points. Although Freeman is only 50 points behind me and catching us both.
All right.
So
I still reckon you'll get there first. Don't worry, I've got faith in you.
I just
Even
need
if
to score
Freeman's been my
100.
teammate for 2 seasons, well, extended.
I just need
teammate.
to score. I just need to score 114 points.
That was a quick race.
To add on the tally I've scored now, and I'll beat the record this season. Which, I'll be honest with you, that's my goal I think for this season.
Not gonna lie, completely forgot that the race was nearly over. Congratulations to Midzi, who has won. That went really quickly. I was really surprised how quick that race has gone. Midzi wins with Ham Jam behind him, followed by Freeman, Zydrad, Jam, Ryan Jones, Detour, SLR Connor has just crossed the line. Race Roller is just about to cross the line himself as well.
So, does that mean that along with Smoke's new
Excuse me.
little point system, Midgy scored, 45 points in that race? Something like that?
Something like that, yeah. Plus whatever he got in qualifying. Because qualifying also counts for points as well in the Wednesday race.
Oh yeah, so it does.
Special points.
Reading the
for
chat.
races, we like it.
Reading
So,
the chat,
yeah.
I've seen there's a guy who asks us how he can join us, which is nice to
Oh,
see.
nice. Reckons
Called
Jam
off-
Hamu got
he's-
driver of the
Join
day.
the league or
Oh.
join the podcast?
Yeah, he's called Offside Tail 4 and just said, how can I join?
Ranga, that's your job. Recruitment
Yeah,
officer.
well, message me on Xbox. My gamer tag is SLR Ranga. So
I would
it's
show up, but
SLR,
it'll
which
just,
is
you know.
very simple. SLR, then a space, and then Ranga, Ranga. Search me up on Xbox, drop me a message, and I'll get back to you.
Very nice.
Plug. There you go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, hopefully we'll see you in recruiting soon. As one of the other recruitment officers. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, the podcast is coming in handy for once. We're actually getting
Hey.
drivers in for it. Hey!
It's best stream of the week.
Hey, the podcast's always handy. How dare you say it's not? We always talk about
Well-
very valuable things in the podcast.
Yeah.
Very valuable.
Why-
Very, very valuable things.
Such as why Ranga didn't do the
Yeah,
first two seasons of
exactly,
SLR.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Nah, can't, that statement
Hold on.
is a little bit wrong. Why he
Hey,
didn't
first
do
season.
half the
Most.
first season he stopped racing so he wouldn't win the championship and get moved up. It's commonly known by now.
Yeah, you massive
What's gonna happen
sandbag.
this year, is it?
Shut up.
You massive sandbag.
No, I missed season 1 for the same reason I missed most of season 2.
You went for a good
he
old
did.
shag.
No!
Oh, there he dropped it. He dropped it.
No,
He dropped the
that is
S-bomb.
not the reason for anyone who's
Oh,
That is not the reason.
Are you saying that because your girlfriend's watching us something?
Yeah, I think she'd rather watch paint dry than listen to us talk about crap.
Let's talk about interesting life, private life.
In other news, Steve-O was in my hometown this week.
I was.
Oh, nice.
I was in your
Thanks for
hometown, mate. I was only.
We were.
Well, how many
I was
miles away?
hoping-
Five miles apart.
Both. Yeah, the wrong side of town, but unfortunately, not close enough to the meet
Not
and
close
greet.
enough. Because you can't drive.
That would have been a
Unfortunately,
legendary
yeah.
meeting. Ranga meeting Steve.
We're just
Yeah.
waiting for the real life podcast. That'll be when it gets interesting.
Oh yeah, well we're gonna.
Oh,
we're
I can't
gonna-
wait for that. That'll
we're
be
gonna
great.
doing our we're gonna be doing our karting day, aren't we? And when we do our
Yeah,
karting
eventually.
day,
when we
I'm
can.
sure we're gonna be.
But we might
getting
have
our,
to wait until next year for that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of the boys seem to be who I've spoken to seem to be very keen to get it done. So I'm feeling like
I'll be
be.
happy. I'll be happy
it could
to do
be
it.
as soon as it's like safe. Like COVID's
Yeah.
never going to go away, is it? In like, the short term, so I feel like we're just going to have to kind of make do, sort of thing, I guess. But have to keep ourselves
Am I okay to do some time
Safe.
trial practice just as a background to the the podcast?
whatever you want, Chief.
Just drunk drive
Yeah.
horrendously.
I'm gonna drive like shit, just to annoy everyone
think you
on
should-
the podcast.
You should pick
Just
the.
like he usually does.
I think you should pick the Williams just because.
Nah, I'm doing like actual practice. Leave me alone. I'm that shit. I have to do practice
Listen,
on the
he's not
podcast.
gonna speak anymore now. He's just gonna sit and focus.
No, I will. No, I will speak. It's just casual practice. Leave me alone.
Well, actually, I'm gonna do your job now, Callum, because I've seen the time.
Yeah, it's
Just giving
it's
you
time
some
for
hints
quiz
clock-
here.
time.
It's
Well,
time
hang on,
for
let's-
clocks quiz
let's just-
actually.
No, name the driver of the week first, because we haven't got him in. So it's
Oh yeah, I'll
B-
do that.
Yep, go on.
I'll get that up and I'll do the official reason Because of course we have reasons along with the drivers of the week, so we have a better reason. We have a better understanding of why.
And actually, a big thanks to Liam for taking on the role this season, doing a great job. So.
Congratulations, Liam, for being an absolute bot.
Congratulations.
Love you, Liam.
Well, no, I'm not congratulating him. I'm just saying, well done.
Isn't not congratulations?
Isn't that the same as congratulations?
What? Does it matter?
Hold on, I've just had a
we're
massive
thanking
brain
Liam,
fart. What
it's
the
very
hell?
useful.
All right. So, yeah, it was B Dunk, wasn't it? Yeah. So just making sure. So congratulations to B Dunk. Had his worst showing in qualifying, starting at the back of the grid as others improved around him. So for the race, had it all to prove, even mentioning the classic last to blank phrase, and pulls it off to finish P7. Congratulations, B Dunk. That is amazing from you, mate, and I hope you are watching the podcast to receive your congratulations. And I am actually going to just confirm a fact that I'm not going to say this and be an absolute idiot. I think I've thought of the wrong person here. Yeah, I've thought of the wrong person. Just leave me alone. Let's move on. Clock's quiz.
Yay!
Fox quiz,
All right.
yeah.
Yay.
Give me the jingle.
What's the jingle? Come on, let's have a little jingle.
Go on,
Do. Clock's quiz. Yay.
Bear with me, I'm just going to take my headset off and just rip my ears out, that's alright.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh, it
going to
wasn't
say
that
let's go shagging.
God.
Had to be done. That's
Right,
all.
come on. Let's get on with the
God.
Clock's quiz.
Okay, yeah. So, well, I hope you know your SLR statistics, because I certainly do. I've just realized now that I fucked up one of the questions with our top four, so I'll have to improvise. I'll have to improvise one question, but that's fine.
Oh, that's funny.
That's fine. Let's start half easy. And we all know that Freeman has the record of the most poles in SLR. But how many poles has he actually got?
23.
16. Are we doing who's closest, or are we doing like...
Yeah.
Guess?
You get one guess each. We've got 17 coming in from SidePOD. You get something from Steve and Rang as well.
What was the question again,
Hang on,
sorry?
How many
question?
poles has Freeman got?
How many poles has Freeman got? Ooh,
Yeah.
He's the one with the most ones in SLR history, so...
Is he?
How
Okay,
many?
I'm going to go for...
15.
We got 10. 18.
And also we've
behind
got
them.
17 from SidePOD, and one of you are correct, and it's actually Stevo who's got it spot on straight away. Freeman is on
Hey!
18 pole positions this far.
Fire tonight.
Damn, I was 2 away then, because I said 16.
Yeah, but I
That
was
was
bang
a
on.
shit
so.
lap.
Damn.
I was hoping.
Which is
No, I
interesting,
just- I
the fact
remember
that he's
actually
got...
He did get a lot in that one season. What was it, season 3?
Yeah.
Where he won it. He did get a lot.
It's an,
I remember.
It's an interesting stat that he's got 18 poles and only 8 race wins, so 10 of those poles has gone to...
But he hasn't won yet this season, and he's got like pretty much all the poles.
It's a typical case of a qualifying driver, isn't it? Anyway, we've got 4 more questions to go. See if you can nail this one. Most races without a point. Who and how many?
They're still racing the league.
SLR, Callum, and 60.
I mean, you have scored points, Callum, so you
Oh,
won a
without a
championship.
point. I thought you meant consecutively without
Is it
like,
a,
actually
is it a
getting...
No,
current
just-
driver?
They're literally on 0 points on the all-time standings. They
Right,
are not
okay.
Is
a
it-
current driver.
They are not a current driver. Oh god.
That's going
So
to be
that's-
For a
hard.
single point.
That's tough.
And
They did not
They raced a
score-
fair few times.
It's the exactly. It's the one who. How many races did he do?
God,
And who
Well,
is
hang on,
it?
we got.
He
who is
scored
it?
literally 0 points. Oh, who is it?
Oh my
Division.
god.
Try to guess who. Try to guess who first. I can tell you he did less than 10 races. I can tell you
Oh,
that.
God.
Road
God, I
Bender.
know.
No, I think he probably finished on.
Who did you say?
Road
Bender.
Bender, you said.
That is correct.
Oh! And I'm gonna.
Who was it?
And
He-
What? Rogue Bender.
Rogue Mender
Oh,
never
what?
scored a
I am
single
on
point.
fire.
Stevo's
Well
cheating.
done, Steve-o.
Steve
I'm
was
not
walking
cheating.
them today.
Stevo's
Every question,
capping
just
big.
bang
The
it
only
down.
reason was the only reason was because I remember he just crashed into everyone on every race. And I remember that that's the only one I could think of that wouldn't have scored any points and was in a few races. How many races?
We've
did
got-
he do? 10?
We've got SLR Dodge guessing on 21 races, SidePOD guessing on 24 races. Considering my
No.
clue, I've already shut those answers down. But what is actually
It was
the
only a
correct number
season
on how
one.
many races he did? How many
Oh,
races
it's
do
got
you
me.
think
He
he did?
15.
He did 8 laps. He did 8 races.
Well done, Callum. It's 8, and well done, SidePOD as well. Has just said 8 in the chat. So
Well then.
good job, you.
Yeah, but I got the question right. That's 2 out of 2.
yeah. Well, bonus points are always important. But last weekend, I was gonna do some questions on the next race, but then I realized we haven't done Sandford before, so I went back to China instead. And I realized that, of course, this was the 5th season we drove around China, and 2 people has
Yep.
actually taken part in every single of those 5 races in China. He's done
Icon
one race in
76.
every season. Who are those 2? And
I
Callum is
reckon
one of them.
you're one of him.
Who is the other one?
Damn
What's
it.
the
Not
question?
One of them. 2 drivers have taken part in the
Hicklin.
China race 5 times, so they race in China every season.
So Scott
Who are those 2 drivers?
and
Nope,
you,
nope. Callum is one, as
It
he
was
said
me.
before.
and Karen and
Steve-o.
No, I missed
this
last week. Yeah. this
Oh.
week.
Callum
Was that it?
and Nedclaw. Nedclaw.
Oh, I
Nope.
fucked it. I spammed into the wall.
Ah, Callum and me.
SidePOD says
Tricky.
Gareth and Scott, which is wrong. Brian Gates.
No,
and
Gareth
you.
wasn't in season 1. Who was in season 1 then? Gary? Gary?
Nope.
No, he didn't
Gary,
race this
maybe?
week.
He didn't
Callum.
race.
No, he didn't.
and-
Oh, he
said-
didn't race.
Have we not said you, Clock? I thought we said you.
Was it
I
JH?
haven't done all of them. I've missed the
Oh,
channel.
JH. It's JH.
It is not
No.
JH.
No, he missed,
Oh
he
my
missed
God.
the season. He missed the season, didn't he? No, it's got to be. Well, who's left?
SidePOD says Kolka, which is wrong as well.
No, Colt wasn't in season 1 and 2.
So they've raced
Oh,
every
we've
China race.
We have actually
Every
got the
single
correct
race.
answer in the chat now.
Go on.
We've actually got the correct answer in the chat. Well
Who
done
is
to
it?
SLR
Let's have it.
Dodge for SLR guessing at their pole 1986.
Oh my god.
cool.
I've never got that.
Class.
He was in
Wow.
Fair
Division
play, Dodge.
2 in season 1.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
He was in
Remember.
different
Yeah.
season 2.
He's done
He
all
didn't
never
start
5
the
races
season,
in
but
China.
he did join not long after that.
Wow. Well done, Dodgy.
Yeah, I hope you
never
didn't
got
cheat, Dodge. Eh?
Dodgy's the stat man, isn't he? He knows his stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, he probably does.
Taking over your role, Clock.
Does.
Well, when Clock can't make it, he can come in and do it.
Nah, Clock's
Exactly. You've
Clock
got
is
your-
Clock's a B-Tech Dodgy.
What do you mean B-Tech?
Oh, it's an English
Oh
word
yeah, he
of
doesn't
saying
know what a
you're like-
B-Tech is, does
It's an
he?
English word of saying you're like the
Second
hand me,
version.
like the hand-me-down Dodgy. Like Dodgy's like elite,
Yeah.
and you were like
Poor man's.
The
Yeah.
poor man's Dodgy,
You-
that's it, yeah.
yeah, poor man's Dodgy. That's what you were.
Anyway, what's next?
Have you
Right,
had any comments about
right.
my laps, by the
I'll,
way?
I'll just go and cry for a second and come back and do the 2 questions.
Ah, for sure.
Right, Dodgy, come and do the 2 questions. Oh, sorry.
Well,
Oh yeah, sorry, he's still here.
Shall we?
question number 4. This one is probably very easy, but I had to improvise one question, as I said, so I'll do that now. And since we were talking about races before, and how many we've actually done, how many people have done 50 races
50.
Oh my god.
Which is half a century of
22.
races.
14.
You could probably,
Yeah.
count them if you're good with your memory. Because
14.
50 races.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna go with
That's
11.
I can say that it's more than that. Sideroad says 13, which is wrong as well.
18.
let Callum and Owen have a go.
Oh yeah,
I
alright.
said
I already
12.
said, I said 22.
22.
22 is close. 18 is close. as
21.
well.
20. 19.
Close. At 19, there you go. 19, there you
Hey.
go. 19 people.
One.
And I'm not gonna ask you to oh, you wanna, I will. I mean, you should probably know all of
We
them.
don't have
so
long
let's,
until the end of the thing,
let's-
but yeah.
Yeah, we only have
That's
5
fine.
minutes, mate.
Oh,
It's
Dominic,
fine.
come on, let's have
Let's
a...
take it from the top then.
Come
we
on,
have Scott
let's have
a- let's have a
70
shout-out.
70 races. That's Scott. 68 races. Who would you say that is?
You.
That's
You.
me. Well done, Ranga. 67
Ah,
races.
I got a question. I should be on the same as Hicklin. I should be on 67. I'm not having it. Because I've only missed
Why?
one this season, and I got 100% last year, and I was one ahead of him last year. So, I don't know where that's
That might be a
where
miss
that's
up in
gone.
the system then. It's easy
Yeah.
to miss a number, or I'll believe you. And
Can you double check that for me?
Hey.
Finish, please.
Speaking of numbers, I think Clock's got my podium stats wrong because he didn't update it after I got it. After I got it back in Bahrain, he didn't update it. I don't think. So I think I'm over the podium with Clock stats.
you don't deserve that podium.
So I should be on so I should be on 16
Nah, but,
podium, 15.
Moving down to those 50.
Right, Hicklin, me.
50 club. Yeah, 64 races.
Mark Feach. Oh,
Correct.
no.
60 races.
Bean? No, it can't be Bean, can it?
Sorry, I'm lost what we're saying.
Shit.
60
Ah.
races.
Jay?
I actually said that
What?
before.
No.
It's a div free driver.
Negwell.
Oh, Paul.
Ned
Dead
Paul.
Paul.
No.
Dead Paul.
No.
Not Ned.
Would you say it was a diff free
No,
drive?
Ned's 57.
He's done
He's free
55
drive, right?
races in div 3 and he's done 5 races in div 2.
Has he always been a div free driver?
No, because he's done
I just
5
said
races
that
in
he-
Div 2. Oh,
Oh, right.
it's hard work.
11
Sorry, I wasn't
DNFs,
paying attention.
321 points.
God.
No idea.
Gareth.
Gareth is wrong. Sider had the same guess. I'm surprised you're not getting this. I actually told you before as well.
What was that?
He's
Sorry?
still in.
I'm not
he's
actually
still in
listening.
Div 3.
He is still in div 3.
I got no
Div
Oh,
idea.
right.
Oh, Zach. No, he's not in Div 3.
No,
Oh,
he,
no.
he
Crush.
reached Crush.
Crush.
There we go.
Ah.
Crush is correct.
Oh,
Then we have- Then we have 2 people on 59. One of them is
Zach?
still in the league, one of them is not. Zach is
Presto.
one of them.
Presto.
Pricey.
No.
Podium. Legends.
No.
TV.
Pricey.
I've just said
Just
Pricey
said.
fan.
Oh, sorry.
When did
I didn't hear
Mac
that.
join? Is it Mac?
Oh yeah, Max is shout.
Max on 64.
I was going to say Mac Beach
Oh.
is way up.
I've already said. Yeah, I was about to say. I just
What
said.
is he?
sorry.
What division was he in? What?
He was in all of them, apart from Elite, because it didn't exist.
Oh, Marrow.
Maro is
Maro.
correct. Moving
Maro,
down, 57. Who's on 57?
Oh my lord.
He's done
Not me.
all of those races in the same division.
Oh, Ned.
Ned is
Ned,
correct. Ned Claw. As Dodgy said in the chat, Ned Claw must be in there, and he is indeed. Then we have 4 people on 56 races. Who might those be?
4.
Hickman?
No,
Right.
Hicklin's,
Hickman-
no,
Hickman was
Hicklin's,
already- yeah,
Hicklin's on
Hickman was
67 with me.
Yeah, sorry. Ranga is one of them.
No,
Who won't be
right,
No,
Dranga's on
Ranga's
43.
40 odd. How many races? 50.
Oh my lord.
56. Two of them are still in the
56.
league. Two of them... No, three of them are still in the league,
Oh,
sorry. And one of them is
Presto.
not.
Presto. Podium.
Podium is the one who's not in the league, but there's three people who's still in the league.
Freeman.
Freeman's one of them,
What
yes.
divisions?
Yeah.
The division is, one of them is... Well, both of them has done races in both Division 2 and 3.
Oh my lord.
Oh dear.
Can't be
2 and
Gary.
Oh, Zach is Beast. No. Zach not one of them.
I think Clock's died.
Hello.
I
Oh.
think Clock has died.
Right,
Oh,
my
no, he's
control
back.
turned off.
He's back.
Right.
Right.
I heard Zach is
Zach.
Beast, but that's not
Yeah.
correct. He was on 59,
Oh.
so we've said him already.
Crikey.
Neelix.
No. One of them has done most races in Div 2, and the other one has done his most races in Div 3, but they have appeared in both divisions.
But I can't think.
There we go. SLR Dodgy says third pole, surely. He's raced 5 times in China. Well done, Dodgy, getting third pole once again when our people in here cannot
What division is
get
That's
him.
the Div
So
3
that's
then,
one
so
hit.
it's the one.
Yeah.
The one now is the one that's done more in Division 2 then.
Yes, he's done 7 races in Div 3 and obviously 49 in Div 2. That should be enough of a clue to know exactly who it is,
Callum.
considering about what we talked about before. Yes, it is Callum.
Oh!
Wait, really?
I thought
Oh,
I was
right.
thinking that, but I was like, wait,
Oh,
so
I get
How
that
do you not
now,
know?
that's funny.
How do you not know how many races you've done? That's disgusting.
There
How
are
many
2
have I
people
done?
on 52.
Because he said he said
43.
nearly 50 earlier. I completely
I've done
forgot.
43.
43.
That's criminal. You've done me dirty.
What?
I can't.
Why
No,
is
I
that?
haven't.
Rich, why have you only done that many?
Oh, shut up.
Yeah,
Well,
why
it's
have you
not
done
that,
that
boys.
many?
It's
Why have you done
far
more?
people
You
to
don't
go.
know.
Hey,
Right.
boys,
What number are we
52.
on now?
2 people on 52.
52. What division?
Fuck no.
One of them has appeared in all divisions, and the other one has done
Marrow?
everywhere.
I
But
said Marrow,
no.
didn't I?
the other one has done every race but 2 races in Division 2.
wait, you say they've done all divisions? One of them.
One of them has done all divisions.
Oh,
in the
JH.
league because the league didn't exist.
Smoke.
No, it's not JH. No,
Smoke.
no.
It was just done all of them.
Did 16 in Div 3, did 30 in Div 2, and he did 6 in Div 1. He scored 582 points.
Nook, Relic Nook.
No,
Sorry about that.
Oh, are they still current? Are they still racing?
no. The one who's been in all
What was the
divisions is
question,
not
sorry?
Oh, Legends. Legends.
Legends, well done. He's got
Yeah.
a 1. He's on 300 points. 2 races in Div 1
Podium.
and 50 races in Div 2. No,
Podium.
he was on 50.
Are they still racing? Are they still racing?
Yes,
That's right.
although he's missed a couple of races lately now, I think.
That's tricky.
Wait, what division?
Sandra
What
says,
divisions are you racing?
Sandra says Mercs, which is not correct. He's done 50 races in Div 2 and he's done 2 races in Div 1.
Oh, I was about to say Callum McKean, but can it be Callum McKean?
Not after.
He scored,
Because he did Div 3 drive. He did Div 3, didn't he?
he scored 300 points and 11 DNFs.
He's current driver, or is he gone now?
Yes,
Current driver.
he missed the last 2 races and did the first 2 once. That's the only races he's done in Division 1.
Division 1.
So before this season he's only raced in Division 2.
Until this season, he only raced in Division 2.
It's not you.
A
Seems
beast.
like I've got you here. No?
Beast.
Seems like I got you here. It's actually
If it's
SLR.
not
No,
you,
hang
I
on.
don't know who else is.
No, hang on.
I've already told
So-
you now.
No, I didn't hear it because of Steve.
Oh, I didn't hear either.
Oh, hold on. Cyrus is Liam. It's not correct either. Ranga? You usually
So
have
hang
the
on,
SLR stuff.
how many seasons have they been in?
Which is how many have they done?
They've done 52 races. 50 races in Division 2.
In how many seasons though? Have they
Are
not
they
been
still
in
here?
from the start?
Yes, there's a...
Yeah, they're still in Div 1.
Is it Laney? Is it Laney?
No, they only did one now.
No, they're in
One
Div
now.
at the minute.
Prior to this season, they've only done...
Gunnar.
They've done 50... Hey, Gunnar, thank you.
Oh my god!
Yeah. God, yeah.
How stupid are we? He's
There's
literally on
only
his.
two- It's only 2 drivers left to reach the half a century mark. There's the 2 drivers on 50 races. Both of them are still not with us. But they've reached 50, so I'll get
Like
them.
William? Pricey? Legend?
No,
Skivvy?
no. You just
Relic
said, I mean,
Luke.
half of those people we already said.
Have we?
Relic Luke is one of them. Relic
Yeah.
Luke is one of them.
Should have known Top Gunner because he was on 50.
Para? Para?
No, Para's on 48. It's close, but it's not there.
What about...
50.
He's done 50 races and all of those races in Division 1. He only scored 1 single DNF.
Is he still in Div 1?
No,
He's
he's
not
gone.
in the league anymore.
Oh my
He did all of
lord.
those races in Div 1. He said Relic.
Oh,
No,
Chapman?
didn't do it.
And Relic,
Trapman.
no.
Is it not him? Oh, right, okay.
I was going to say Presto, but it can't be Presto.
No, I wouldn't be in that.
It is Presto. It is Presto.
Oh,
Is it?
Presto's on 50.
He did 50 exactly.
Oh my lord.
Well done.
Mad.
Now you know.
And he, in those 50 races, he only scored one DNF,
Son.
which is a pretty good result. But I think, even though it's only 4 questions this week, I think we'll wrap up the quiz for this week, since
Yeah, it is. It is already.
that became a 10-minute
10.
question.
Have we not got you've not got a fifth question then?
I'll leave it. I think we've gone over time by 12
We have
minutes by
stuff
that.
to do.
Stupendly long question, so you'll have to wait until next week, Steve-O, before we can
No.
do this
Questions
again.
this week.
So we got
Can we get
to do
a-
6. We got to do 6 questions.
That
Well,
means
make
we'll
sure
have
to
less
make
on the
up.
actual topic. So.
Oh well. Clock's quiz is the best thing I look forward to all week.
You're just driving there, like, oh, I can't wait for Clock's quiz.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'll just find a good position to sort of do the outro in on the track. There we go. Seems fine. It's a nice looking car. Alright,
They're doing a nice little view
So-
around the car.
Hang on.
Seven-
Owen's
seven
got
months
to
old.
do an outro. Owen's got to do an outro jingle. 'Cause he's done an intro.
Have I?
oops, shit.
What's
Yeah.
in the intro jingle
Yeah.
before?
Yeah, I did an intro.
Right, I was it.
I'm not good at working
What
this.
should we
Come on,
actually
come on.
this one do? Ta-da! There you go. That's pretty good.
Ta-da! I
Oh,
love the
nice.
ending.
Oh, nice.
Love that.
I'll take that one.
Yes,
Thanks for
that
watching.
is very good.
That's all, folks.
Alright, everyone, thank you for watching the SLR SidePod. Again, this week we had Steve as my wonderful co-host. We
Goodbye.
had Clock for his amazing quiz. We had Ranga, who is just Ranga. We love Ranga though, anyway.
Nah, we don't.
And of course, we had
Thank you.
Owen. So, thank you all so much for joining the podcast yet again, and goodbye.